One thing I've noticed that happens to me, I guess, on a number of my pairs of gloves is that the fingers wear out. You can see I've repaired these, and that's what I'm kind of want to show what I do for that, because most of these gloves are still really good. Like, still got plenty of good material. It's just like a couple areas that wear out, and so it feels really just like wasteful to like throw out a pair of gloves when 95% of them is still good and not having problems. And I can do a relatively quick, I mean, it takes some time, repair to make them in good shape. And I've done this before on several pairs of ski gloves. And because, and that, I mean, it's worked well. I've used them for a couple of years. There's a couple spots where I need to do it again on these in another pair of gloves, but it's not that the part that I've sewed up has failed. It's just other parts around it are failing. And eventually, yeah, they're going to wear out to a degree that it's not worth it to fix them. But I think at this point, these gloves are worth fixing. One of the things that I think is kind of important with them is trying to fix them as soon as possible. Not really even waiting till it gets this bad, because, well, it's useful to have as much structure to work off as possible. Starting off with a swath of cloth which is plenty wide, and I'm using pinking shears to cut it because, well, I have them. I've done it before and with just regular scissors, cloth scissors, but not specialty pinking shears. And I mean, it's worked fine. I don't think you need pinking shears. They reduce the likelihood of the material fraying, but I haven't had huge issues without using them either. It's a little bit harder on this hand because of it's on my dominant hand, so I'm having to sew with my non-dominant hand. I want to have my fingers in the glove while I'm doing it, kind of to make sure that I'm not over tensioning it. And making it too small for me to get my fingers in the future. I've never done this with work gloves before. I have some concerns that the material that I'm putting on here is fairly smooth and won't provide the necessary grip to the gloves when I'm doing stuff. The ski gloves, like, I don't need good grip with those. I could be using black thread and making this all blend in, but I kind of like the standout thread. I don't know. To me, it makes it kind of look nice and make it obvious that I'm repairing and not afraid to admit that I'm repairing them. Also, it's like their work gloves or even my ski gloves. No one's really going to see them. Sometimes right around these corners you have to take your hands out of it. As we're getting to the kind of the corner of this, I left extra material because I find it useful rather than trying to estimate what it's going to be before I get here. Just leave extra material and then cut it off once I have it well sewed in place. Yeah, it's a little bit wasteful material, but not by that much considering it's a weird shape. You're going to be losing some there anyways. So the density of stitching, sometimes, such as these gloves, I've had a very dense stitching. This is a little bit less dense. I'm trying that. I don't think it needs to be that dense. Sometimes I'm doing this just kind of while I'm doing something else, like watching videos or just listening to the radio. And so I kind of like to pass the time by sewing, so I'm doing more stitches than I really need to. Whereas right now, where I'm focusing solely on this, other than the recording, it's I'm trying to be as quick as possible, and then just finishing it off with a couple things. And I mean, I've got 2 more fingers on this glove to do, which I will get done at some point, and then I've got a functional pair of gloves again.